Bro, I'm pumping off adrenaline. I'm way too in my element. I know there's people better than, but right now who is better than? A man that's working hard as shit, trying to find a pot to piss. Showing all the ups and downs, shit is filled with awkwardness. Working on my discipline, time for me, I schedule it. Show my life unedited, I'll be doing shit I never did. Music therapeutic is a little dose.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Extreme Lifestyle Living Podcast. Now, today, what I want to talk about is the fact that you need to believe in yourself. Because if you're ever going to want to change your life physically, mentally, emotionally, it starts with that one thing. And that's you got to start believing in yourself. And the reason why you got to start believing in yourself is a few hand talking points that I'm going to hit the nail on the head with right now. But number one, first and foremost, is no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. There's not anyone in this world. I mean, in my life at least, and 98% of the people that I talk to, there are some of you guys that have people in your life that are very fortunate to have people that come in your life, show up, and help you guys with all these different areas. And you guys should be super fucking grateful for those people. But no one is gonna come save you in this life. If you don't believe in yourself, why would anyone else? You know, like if you want to be saved, you got to do it yourself. And self-belief is the foundation that everything else in your life is built on. You either back yourself up and believe in yourself, or you stay stuck waiting for permission. So number one is you gotta believe in yourself, because there's no other avenue of life that's gonna come into your area, just come into your life and just start changing things. You have to believe in yourself that you can do more than what you're currently doing, and you have access to more than what you're currently doing. You gotta believe in it without any fucking insecurities. And I'm not saying you gotta believe in it and understand it, but you just got to have that internal belief that, okay, I believe in myself because of who I am, period. And, the way you get this to compound is that, belief fuels action. So when you believe in yourself, you start showing up differently. You speak differently. You move differently. You train, eat, and live with more purpose because you have belief in the desired outcome. You start to materialize more wins. You start to materialize more clarity as to what it is you want to get out of your life. And then that belief, that little spark of belief in your body, in your mind, your soul starts to compound into like wildfires. It starts to spark into other areas of your life. It starts to spark into all other avenues of your life, your relationships, your fitness goals, your career, all these different things. And you really start to compound this confidence, right? Because when the effort compounds, the results follow belief, not the other way around. When you start showing up for yourself, you believe in yourself, you start getting all these different avenues of your life to come to fruition because you took a gamble, you took a step, you believed on yourself. One day you're going to be able to look back and realize how many wins you've literally accumulated because they've compounded because you stayed in the fucking arena. And then when all these wins start to compound, that's when you get an immense amount of confidence, because you gain all this confidence through the belief, through the promises you've kept yourself. You build your belief by one rep at a time, going to the gym, showing up and proving that you can do it. One meal at a time, one choice at a time, one day at a time. And the reason why that's so important to realize is because the more you show up for yourself with belief, the more evidence you have that you can do the shit that you didn't think was possible. And that goes back to the first point of saying no one is going to come save you. And it is very hard to spark that change and spark that belief. But when you can understand that no one is going to come save you, and you just simply believe in yourself, your processes, and who you are, and you start to materialize little bits of wins, one rep, one choice, one decision at a time, all of those efforts, all of that confidence, it compounds. And the more you show up for yourself, you literally have tangible, physical, in front of your fucking face, plastered all the day, all times, of just what you're capable of. And I think the reason why that is so important is because when you don't have belief in your life, self-doubt creeps in. And I don't know if you guys realize this, but self-doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. I'm going to say that one more time. Self-doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to quit every single time. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to quit. If you don't really have conviction in terms of what you're doing in life, you're going to quit. Things get hard, you're not going to show up as much, and that's just warranted. But when you believe in yourself and you have that conviction that there's more out there, you're going to be hesitant to stop. Do you know what I mean? And the reason why self-doubt kills more dreams than failure does is because most people quit before they even start. Not because they're not capable. You got to fail millions of times to realize you're not capable. But when you have self-doubt, you literally never give yourself a real fucking chance to move anything. And then you allow these small little problems. And I'm not devaluing any problems you may be going through, but you allow these small little anthills, or these small little molehills, or these small little blips in your schedule, these small little, insecurities, little bits of anxiety, depression, to turn into these mountains that you can't even move. And the secret ingredient to move all of these things is just straight up believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, there's just no ownership. There's straight up no fucking ownership. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're always going to blame your circumstances, your past, or someone else as to why you are where you are. Oh, if I grew up different, or if I had this different access, or if I was lucky enough to get this opportunity, or if I had this person's body, or if I had this person's mind, or if I had this person's circumstances, my life would be different. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. No belief means no ownership. You know what I mean? And when you say, I believe in myself, when you have that conviction in yourself that you believe in yourself, that says I'm in control now. Literally. When you decide that you have belief in yourself and you're going to believe in the processes you're doing, you're going to believe in the things you believe into, you're going to believe in all the things that you're putting all your time and energy into, that tells you that you're in the front seat driving the fucking car versus backing down and being in the back passenger seat and then looking at the front mirror being like, why the fuck's everything so rough? You know, because I feel like the biggest thing that changed my life was belief. You know, like I didn't really start changing my life 100% until I was like 25, 26. I was battling a lot of depression. I was always in good shape because I believed in that side of things, but my belief was still so low that even when I fucking accomplished my goals, I didn't even give myself the praise, and that's a whole other different conversation for a different podcast episode. But I just didn't even have the belief in myself to recognize what I've done. You know, so I think the biggest thing as well with the fucking belief is just like there's no ownership anywhere. So when you believe in something, you care about it. You want it. You have that emotional response and buy into it. And as much as it's cheesy to say, just believe in yourself and know that there's more out there, that's the spark that turns into the wildfire, right? And I think the thing that I want you to take away from this episode the most is just the fact that if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to do it? And it's just like as simple as it, like that's as simple as it can be. You know, because if no one's going to come save you. And I just hate to say that, but no one's going to come save you. No one's going to come put you in the gym, put you in shape. No one's going to come count your macros or do your nutrition. No one's going to come to your career and make sure that you get that promotion and put in the work to make sure you deserve the financial results that you want. No one's going to fucking do your studies. No one's going to do your rehab processes when you're having injuries. No one's going to literally take care of you besides you. So when you start to believe in yourself, when you start to understand that your belief fuels your action, and then those actions compound over time, and then your confidence comes from the compounded wins over time, and you're able to look back and reflect on everything you've done, you realize that belief is the foundation of everything. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's as simple as it can be, because no one's going to come save you. And when you start to believe in yourself, you start to take full ownership over everything. And it makes it that much easier to deal with the hardships as to what comes up, because it's not easy changing your life. Interpersonally, it is very hard to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself to do more, and ask more of yourself in terms of belief in all these different areas. But when you decide to believe in yourself and you decide to show up and decide to say, fuck all the outside noise, I'm going to keep it inside and I'm going to fucking channel this and compound that confidence, you're going to be absolutely outstanding. You're going to be fucking shocked. You're going to be just like lost for words and probably have mental breakdowns from a healthy standpoint, because you're going to be able to look back and be like, damn, look what I did. Look how much fat I lost. Look how much pain I'm not in anymore. Look how many times I've showed up in the gym. Look at my career and where it's at now, because I stayed in the arena, stayed in the pocket, and stayed showing up in these meetings, and stayed up those late nights and got up early and put in all the grinding. Especially with people that go out there getting masters and stuff too, right? And taking mentorship programs. You guys are staying in the arena and doing it all, and it's all stemming from belief. Because if you don't believe in it, why the fuck would anyone else? And if no one else believes in it and you don't believe in it, you're straight up wasting your time. And that's what we're going to cut out the middleman by. If you believe in yourself, you have the ownership. And if you don't believe in yourself, you don't have the ownership. Honestly, that's all I have for today's episode. It's honestly super, super short. A quick little rant on belief, but it's one of those things. It's like the missing ingredient that a lot of people have in all of their fitness goals, their mental goals, their relationship goals, their career goals. You got to believe in it first. You can't just want it for some ego validation. You can't just want it for some tangible goal or any other thing like that. You got to just believe in yourself through that, and then let everything else kind of materialize around that. Because the biggest thing that I did was believe in myself. And if you were to tell me 10 years ago this is where I would be at, I would absolutely laugh at you and tell you to go fuck yourself in a very positive way. But ever since I started believing in myself 5-6 years ago, allowing that to compound, allowing all those wins to kind of come to fruition, and really looking back and reflecting on how much fuel my belief gave me, I was willing to tell everyone else no, because I believed in myself. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're just going to be a yes man to everyone else. And that's when you get into that spiral of just blaming your circumstances or your past or anything and anyone else besides you for your fucking issues. But when you believe in yourself, you're able to put that ego aside and believe in yourself and actually put in the work that matters and reflect on the work that actually gives you the results you want, because you have that belief, which turns into the clarity as it compounds, right? But that's all I got for you guys today. I really want you guys to know that you need to believe in yourself, because if you're going to change your life, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, it starts with you, and you have to believe in yourself. So to reiterate the talking points, because it was a very short episode, is number one, no one is going to come fucking save you. Number two, your belief in yourself is going to fuel your action. And number three, is your confidence is going to be built through your promises you keep from your actions you're putting in from believing in yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you don't believe in yourself, self-doubt creeps in, and then that's when you're going to become, quote unquote, a failure. And it's not even the fact you're failing. It's just you're failing yourself from a mindset perspective versus actually putting in the work and having tangible evidence as to where you're failing at. See what I mean? So last talking point is no belief equals no ownership. So start believing in yourself. Take that ownership today. Start changing your fucking life immediately, and start compounding those wins each day, each week, each month, to look back and say, look how fucking far I've come. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys a ton. I am recording this on Happy Father's Day. I'm recording this on Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the guys out there that stood up tall to take care of their families. And if you grew up without a father, just understand that is okay. Because if you believe in yourself, none of that fucking matters. Because you can't control any other circumstances, anyone else's decisions. And you can't blame your past for anything anymore. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys all. Let's have a blessed fucking week. And let's do what we do best, which is lead from the motherfucking front. Let's go.
I'm way too in my element. I know there's people better than, but right now who is better than? A man that's working hard as shit, trying to find a pot to piss. Showing all the ups and downs, shit is filled with awkwardness.